Welcome back, guys, to Sensei and the People.
I believed he would do it.
Today, we are going to talk about Solo Leveling Episode 6. Now, guys, last episode we left off, they were trapped in a cage with a big, not a cage, a dungeon with the...
Well, it was definitely a cave dungeon.
Yeah, with a big old spider, a level C boss.
Yes.
All right? It was Jinwoo, right?
Good luck.
Jinwoo and the other guy.
Eugene. I hate Korean names with a passion, dog. Jinwoo and Eugene.
Yeah, Eugene.
Yep.
Okay, so
I hate these
these two low level heroes, and what you think happens. So tell them about it, Craig.
There's a big ass spider. I mean, the spider comes down. Eugene is like trying to. I guess he's gonna protect Jinwoo. He's like, ah! He's being a total bitch with his badass armor.
He does have badass armor.
I mean, apparently it's worth millions.
Probably the coolest armor we've seen out of
Like,
everybody in the anime.
Yeah, and it makes and I think we cut over to Dong Suk. Dong Suk.
Who?
This is his name, Dong Suk,
Dong?
Mr. Dong Suk, and he's talking about the armor too.
Because not Dong suck.
It may be. He's talking about the armor. He's like, yo, that's like worth millions right alone. So we either get the crystals or the armor. We're winning.
Who are these people?
They're their own little guild. Apparently there's a bunch of guilds, and they're their own little guild that is actually like not one of the main guilds. They're one of the guilds that gets looked at sideways.
They're kind of like private contractors.
Yeah.
You know what I liked? I liked that they. So I had questions of their motive last time and like what exactly their motive was because they could have. I feel like they could have went a different route. They probably could have killed those guys before they went into.
Into the
As soon as they went into the dungeon,
So,
they just killed them.
When it comes to them, he explains like what their like thought process was and their plan. You know, so they're going to end up leaving them in the cave, and then either, you know, they take the armor or the crystals, but they wanted, I guess, the spider to go back to sleep or whatever. So they can take the crystals.
Yeah, the spider was asleep, but they knew the explosion would wake it up.
Right.
And then it would go back to sleep to come in. Yeah, you're right.
Which is a crazy theory in and of itself.
Yeah, it's kind of like believing a lot in the spider just to go back to sleep.
Exactly.
But they, you know, right before that even, right before the dog took and them come back in, Jinwoo's like thinking to himself, "Yo, I've been fighting other bosses and whatnot. Can I even take this guy on?" And he's like, "Wait, it's worth a shot." And there's this badass like pirouette flip off the spider like nothing. And there's this cool ass pose. It's like, let the hunt begin. Like, okay. And so here's my problem with Jinwoo, guys.
Yeah,
I have a little issue.
His chin.
That chin is pointy. No, I have a little issue with Jinwoo. Should he be this confident this quick? I know he's beaten the spider. I'm sorry, the snake, blue snake. Mm-hmm. I know he's been leveling up, kind of, I guess, off screen. We'd assume, right? He's been off screen.
Somewhat. So his daily training.
Daily training.
Yeah.
I feel like he's too confident because he was a scary little bitch. First episode.
Do you want him to continue being a scary little bitch?
I would like to see more of a progression that makes sense than just him flipping this. Because it's almost like it's another character, guys. It's almost like it's another character.
I like who he is now.
Yeah.
I like it. I like him too.
Switch he had.
So then quit complaining.
No, I want to see it. I want to see the progression. It's like
he kind of did.
The progression was him watching everybody die.
Yeah.
And then choosing life over death. That when he was laying on the table and he was like, "Oh, I don't want to die," you know, that was him. That was when that character flipped.
He had another one of those too against the spider because the spider hit him, and he's like, I just kind of remembering like he like starts to lose himself a little bit and like become angry, and I do like that. I do like that. He's like getting angry. I want to see that explode one day.
I mean, he's remembering the fact that he almost got killed by a god, basically a god creature, statue thingy, whatever it was that almost killed him. And he's looking at the spider. He's like, well, dude, if I can survive that thing, I think I can at least try to take this thing on.
Now, did y'all feel... So, whenever he was kind of getting knocked out by the spider, and he had used one of his daily... quest completions and kind of fully recovered.
Man,
how did y'all feel? Did y'all feel like that little ass pulley or
not at all?
I've done that before in games, so
Yeah, I think either you or you said that last episode. You were like, he should save that healing thing. And
I think we both kind of said it.
one of y'all said
No, I'll
it.
give credit to Paul. Paul said it.
Okay.
Alright.
Genius!
All right.
That was genius. You save your reward and use it when you're about to die. That's so awesome. Did you think it was bullshit? Did you not like it, or?
Well, like I didn't know he could save him, so it was like
What's the information we didn't know?
He just didn't hit accept, I guess, or something.
I know. I just feel like I should have. I feel like I should have known he could just whip that out. You know, it was like.
I mean,
And so many times he's had that quest happen. That quest happens every day.
Yeah.
At some point, I feel like he could have been like, oh, okay, I'll swipe that into my inventory or something like that.
Automatically.
No, I don't think.
You know what I'm saying? Like when he gets his full.
Well, he gets to choose between like a couple different. I think he usually has like 3 options once he finishes.
He gets 3.
He gets 3 things.
Yeah,
he gets 3
points,
things.
Oh, okay.
Loot box, and I forgot the third.
The third one's the heal, full heal.
Yeah, I thought he was choosing between those 3 things every single time. Okay.
So he heals, beats the spider. Dog Sook and them come in, and before we get to Dog Sook, do y'all remember that old grandpa guy showed kind of sparring?
The fucking leader of the Hunter Association.
Yeah, so he's the leader of the Hunter Association.
He's the fucking Netero of this fucking thing.
I didn't really even hear them say that, to be honest.
He is the Netero. You can tell.
He's the leader.
He's an old man with a black suit on. That's speaking of like he's Netero.
But here's the thing though, when he was training with the other guy, his driver, the driver was saying, "Yo, you're incredibly strong." And they were like, the old guy would say, yeah, it's always going to keep your body in shape.
So that wasn't even his powers.
Well, maybe not, but the driver said something interesting. He said, I know our powers can increase, but we also need to train.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really like that.
You don't like that they can get stronger?
I don't, because what's the point of training if your power level's not going to really change anyways? Does your body really matter if you have the power level?
the sharpness, you know?
I think so.
Of like combat.
Just because you can pick up a sword doesn't mean can you wield it though. Like, I can equip it, but can I actually wield it?
But if you have, okay, that's
game shit.
That actually makes kind of sense. I didn't think of it like that. You're right. Maybe it's like 90 faith right now, but he can't. No, maybe it's like 10 faith, but a 90 level faith weapon, like his power is.
Right.
Can't use it till he gets that. Okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
I'm just thinking about like a game.
Sense. Fair. And we see the old guy for a couple of scenes. I mean, nothing much. We just
enough to show that he's badass.
Yeah,
he's the top G.
Be on the lookout for him in the future. Yeah.
They've been doing that with a few of them. The red-haired guy, this guy, the one with glasses.
Yeah, he's one of them. You know.
Yeah, so it's like they're giving us. They're setting up players.
Those guys are also I don't know about players, but they're also the ones you see in the beginning. The first episode where they saved him from those ants.
Yeah.
Guys just come out of nowhere and start a wrecking shop everywhere.
Yeah, they're like the very first episode, the very beginning.
Yeah, that's the firefighter for sure.
They're like top tier fighters.
S-class.
But hopping over to Dong Sook, I mean, he's total dick.
Fucking asshole.
I mean, I really liked how their eyes all got red and shadowy whenever like they're about to...
Humans!
Yeah. You're stupid. They're about to kill Jinwoo. They got in front of Jinwoo, and
Did you say he defeated the spider?
Yeah, okay. He beats the spider.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah, obviously. It's a dumb spider. He's beating it.
Come on.
Just a level C spider that they say that, you know, you have to be either a high... To beat it by yourself, you have to be like a high C?
At least a high C.
Yeah, to be able to defeat that spider by yourself.
It only had one weak spot, which is its face.
Yeah, its eyeball.
Which he goes off and does little
poison.
Yeah,
paralysis.
Poison. Yeah,
which was actually pretty cool.
I like that.
When you think about it.
And Dong Sook to the main event here.
Yeah.
Whenever his whole little group is walking towards Jinwoo, a quest pops up in front of Jinwoo's face. Kill the enemies, and it said 06. And I was like, what is this game, man? Is this game built for just Jinwoo?
Is it sentient?
Yeah, is it like what is this game? Because now people are enemies too. I thought it was only the monsters.
Who's controlling his quest? You know,
something's. I almost feel like the game is inside of Jin. I almost feel like Jinwoo. I don't know. It's like the only player almost.
Maybe.
He might be the only player that matters.
Maybe.
Everybody's NPCs.
Because this game really wants him to live.
Yeah.
It really wants him to get stronger.
It does.
It wants him to finish all these. It really kind of. It's kind of weird. I keep thinking that it must be someone out there, or it's like a sentient program or something. Or maybe it's that god, that statue god. It could be.
Maybe it's the computer from Shangri-La.
It could be. There's no one there.
No.
There's no one there. No. But it's just weird to me how every daily mission is about him getting stronger. even if he loses, he still has to get stronger by running away for like an hour.
Push-ups, pull-ups, runs, chin-ups.
Right, and it's always giving him something extra to help him get stronger stat points. An instance that you can get even more stronger in that, get special weapons and loot. And even this mission, like, it's out of nowhere, something's telling him to protect himself.
The system's strange, and we need to get more details on the system. It's just, the system is strange. But it tells Jinwoo to kill him, and Jinwoo's like thinking to himself, I've never killed a human. But he kind of just almost like just does it.
Will to survive. Like, because he almost got wrecked on that one hit.
So the quest gives him an ultimatum, no? It tells him either you kill these humans or your heart.
Or your heart will stop.
But I feel like that just means like either kill them or they'll kill you. Like,
it could, but it's also like do it or else you'll die too. We're gonna kill you.
Yeah,
I kind of
the game will kill you.
I hope it's that, to be honest, 'cause that's way more cooler.
It's fishy for sure. The game.
But
yeah, now and then he pretty much defends himself in such a badass way, because after he gets knocked on his ass by the mage, he gets up and is like,
So that's where he has the mind break. I'm sorry,
dude,
it wasn't the spider.
It doesn't even feel like he defends himself from those guys. He goes on the offensive.
Oh, yeah.
And like
he murders.
Well, wait, right before that, Devin, you passed over Paul, but the guy, one of the mages, threw him into the wall.
Almost killed him.
And then he's laying there in the wall, like, that's when he realizes, I forgot. This world is cruel. This world is terrible. This world is shit. And then he gets up to go wreck shop.
He stood on business, and he said, hey, these guys aren't going to kill me.
He stood on business.
One down.
and like Dev was saying, I mean, the way he killed that guy.
The first one, that's crazy.
Like, I was kind of shook.
He's all like, has his arm around him and shit. He's like,
I was a little shook, man.
Yeah.
I was a little shook.
That was wild. To have your main character kill somebody so gruesomely like that, and someone who is a baby face.
Right. Pointy chin.
Yeah.
He stabbed the other two guys. You can see them poisoning, like, dying from the poison from just getting stabbed. Like, dog, they went crazy.
And meanwhile, Aang Sok, whatever his name is, like, all getting sick and stuff. He's like, Master or whatever, dude. Like, no.
And the last guy was begging for mercy.
Yes, Dong Suk, little bitch.
No mercy was given.
Yeah, he tried to reinforce his body, and he thought he was some shit, and then Jinwoo just knocked him down real quick. And he's like, oh, please don't do this. I'm like, dude, right when he said that, I was like, fuck you, Dong Suk.
Nah, what's his name said, dude, you tried to kill me 3 times.
Yeah, oh my god.
You really think that your begging would do anything? Like, dude,
so badass. That was so tight, man. I really am liking...
This character change is what he needs. He needs this.
I'm about to contradict myself. I'm really liking it, but it's also like, I wish I would have... I don't know.
The progression.
I like who he is now. I like who he is a lot. I don't like little bitches. I don't like Izuku's. I'm sorry, Midoriya's. I hate those guys. But I want to see the progression. That doesn't make sense.
Well, all you need is a woman. That's just going to take. Oh, it's going to be, what's her name?
Juhi?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen
or his sister.
Reddit's telling me it's not. I don't know.
His sister.
Reddit's saying it's his sister.
Yeah, I think it is.
No, they get out of there after killing Dong Suk.
Yeah.
And Yujin he doesn't say anything when they get out. He doesn't mention anything to that girl. He didn't say nothing.
No.
But
everybody's assuming that it was Jong Suk that ended up killing the spider.
Yujin.
Yujin, sorry.
Yeah. Yes, and the whole group died.
Which Yujin's out now, like, he's way stronger than he must be a murderer or something, which I don't know the logic in that.
He got the murderous intent. He got the skill.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, like, after the fact, he didn't stitch him out or nothing because he's scared of him.
Oh, yeah, he said
like,
boss.
He was like, dude, like, he's gonna kill me. Like, if I...
he called him boss, and he was like, mining the crystals for him. Yes. No,
but
right.
I do want to see what that murderous intent does. Like, just I know what the stats say, and it'll cut your stuff in half, your abilities.
It cuts the opponents, which is broken.
That's pretty cool.
Anybody you're fighting gets their abilities cut in half.
But I want to see what that looks like.
Yeah.
In real time.
He can be anybody now, right?
No.
If he gets more chin.
I don't know.
That chin's a weapon. He should just summon the chin and just...
Every 10 points in strength, it gets sharper.
Yeah.
One real quick before we end it, there's a little bit of world building too that I didn't mention. Whenever he killed the spider, Jinwoo, Yujin was sitting there like, oh, is he one of the guys that can hide their or change their power? Yeah, change their power level.
Yeah.
He said, there are some individuals that can control their magic output,
and a lot of them are murderers. Is what he said.
Well, a lot of them, a lot of them,
they're like crazy.
End up being crazy people. Another ass pull, guys. They set the rules of this world, and they keep changing in every episode. It's starting to piss me off.
Doesn't every anime do that?
Kind of.
No, there's some people that it's rare, but there's some people that are able to grow their
There's some people that awaken, some people that grow,
yeah, exactly.
some people
So
that can change it, I guess. But it's like,
it's not common.
I wish I would have mentioned it though.
but you almost feel like a player would be able to change it. So maybe there are people that can do, but they're all players, which I would love if that was the case. That would be so cool.
But I just don't understand. I also don't understand how you can't like. Well, I can't work out or something. You know, like just because I'm not a player, like say if I'm a B class already,
Mm-hmm.
I can't get stronger. Who says I can't run? I can't build my cardio up.
Well, that's just your physical body, though. Like I'm talking about, like I don't even know what they're getting stronger. Like when they say power, do they mean strength? Like what do they even mean?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
What do they even mean? They're not using
And
spells.
like the old man, like he's buff as shit. Why
some of
can't
them
I
are
get-
using
Some of these
spells.
use spells. Some of these use spells. But like this system needs to be explained. They gotta explain this shit,
a
man.
little bit?
It's episode 6.
It's still early.
Take a note from Darwin's game. Am I right?
Darwin's game was
That
like,
was fun.
man. Sheesh, you're getting.
Part 2 is never coming out.
Well, I don't know. The episode ended right there with
Yeah.
basically Jinwoo leaving and realizing he got this new skill called murderous intent.
He got away with murder.
He did get away with murder. Yeah, that's how it is, guys.
Is it murder though? Self defense.